Good afternoon, Charlotte, or should I say, Rat himself. How you doing? Not gonna lie, Gridania. What is this? You're good to watch that? Oh, Lozu sent me a message saying I'm good to watch the video after the credits. Sounds like we're watching some voice acting. Wait, does that mean? So you're telling me? Just finished the shower? Nice, nice, nice. See, wait. So you're telling me that they're gonna reveal a character in the credits? That's why I couldn't watch this video earlier. That's heinous. I hate story-based games because all it is just. Also, I'm not. If you couldn't tell how not set up I am, I don't have myself set up in a very interesting spot. So, a little disheveled, but I'm doing pretty good. Let's start over. There we go. Although technically we should be trying to move quickly because we want to make sure we get through all remaining MSQs. Although I've been told it's pretty quick. You need to watch the Stormblood trailer after you get to the new city. After? It has to be after? No, because the problem with that is we're not actually trying to start Stormblood today. At least I wasn't supposed to. The goal here was to get like right at the door, and then on Saturday we do all the Stormblood stuff. I just wanted to catch up on that. Maybe do a roulette or two. Level up old Black Mage. But so we don't fall behind and make sure we can actually get there, why don't we start talking to Alfino? My boy. Oh, boo! Boo! I'm playing the crowd. Boo! Ali say. Boo! The council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good. You've yet to depart. I feared that I'd missed you. Oh, it's Emmerich. It's because it has some spoilers, if I recall correctly. No, there's no. They show you the trailer before you start. Like, don't they give you the trailer for these things like months before you start playing the actual game? There's no way that they have like a genuinely real spoiler, right? Isn't that the whole point of a trailer? Like, yeah, they're gonna show the big bad guy in the trailers, but like, so what? You don't know who that is. They're gonna show me like a generic, tall, broad-shouldered villain who like scoffs off in the distance in the dark, and I'm gonna be like, dang. It's a character spoiler in the trailer? I'm telling you right now, I know you're trying to keep me safe, and I appreciate it, but there's no way after like literally being at the door of Stormblood there's any spoilers that I'm not ready for. Because that's the whole point of a trailer. That's you drum up the hype of the players. Sir Emmerich. Master Alfino, it is a pleasure as always, and Mistress Alice, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I'd hope to thank Myrnie for serving as an escort before other duties called her way. I also wish to thank our Domin ally. Uh-oh. Yugiri Spotlight. Yugiri cameo? Forgive me, my lord, but I was waiting for an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Miss Yugiri, and I just see, off the corner of my eye, I just see someone spamming in chat, and I wonder who it is. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were painfully unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not your timely offer of cooperation. I remember when you did that, and I'm like, you gotta hit the notes properly. Like, you ever play a Telltale game? Like, you hit the wrong dialogue option, everyone just stares at you weird. Which allowed the Elder Seed Seer to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Emmerich. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad we are to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions, my friends, and we must return to Ishgard. Whatever is with a simple sorry or thank you. Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That's how we adults speak, dear sister. Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yugiri? I'm off my reading game today. I was gonna say something about Yugiri, but I'm gonna stay my tongue for this one. Actually, I think I shall pay a brief visit to the Eastern Shroud. I'm curious to know how Papalmio? I always forget his name. She got birthing hips. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're talking about Yugiri here. I'm all for being like, I'm all for promoting your wife and your Papalimo. Okay. I'm all for like promoting your wives and husbands, but let's be objective here. There's a ratio and number for birthing hips, and I don't think they qualify. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, go rah your wife all you want though. That's what Charlotte's here for, rather. Not to mention what's been going on at the Belser's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. It's under all the clothes. It's there. You've seen it, huh? Speak with Alice A. at Revenant's Toll. Mordona. She has a sleeper build. That's fair. I mean, her clothes are kind of puffy, you know? They hide things well. Welcome back, Murney. I don't know about you, but I'm really glad that all this talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but how do you not find it tiresome to have it weigh every word before you speak it? I doubt I'll ever feel at home in the realm of politics. Give him a shrug. That said, people have known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. How we feeling? Spaghetti carbonara? Wildwood scrambled eggs? Or heavenly eggnog? I mean, that sounds pretty good. I've always been eggnog's always a Christmas food, you know? Good stuff. Alcé seems eager to discuss the council's decision with the other scions. As well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's better we head inside. My brother and the others will not be long. How do you think they made the cuts for the foods? Like, how did heavenly eggnog make the cut, but like moldy pizza didn't, you know? You think they like had like a spreadsheet and they lotteried them in? Some of the food stuff is like crazy. You're returned from the council, but what of Alfie now? Did some other matter require his attention? My apologies, friends. I trust we've not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryle. Now, how's Nago doing? She will be all right, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhaps you would share with us the council's decision. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean alliance will soon have significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I was almost wish the council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught in between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously... One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite to open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Belser's wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may serve equally as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? I should not do that. Say what you want, I'm coming too. What are you laughing at? I have some expertise in the practice of an infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It has been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste an opportunity. Just Wednesday laughing. You're feeling good on a Wednesday? I'm happy for that. Usually Wednesdays are not people's strong suit. Shout out to the people. Why are you streaming so early in the morning? Because I gotta do, this is like, you guys log in to do your dailies and stuff, and like your roulettes. I log in to make sure that I'm on pace to finish Stormblood by the end of the year. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryle and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you levelers? I will return to the East Shroud and watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worst, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Murney? Gridania will be safer in your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain in the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? Ooh. To hold the fort, you mean? Very well. I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Guys, you're doxing yourselves. I'm gonna sell your information. 2 a.m. It's 2 p.m. for J-Dog or JTV Mad Dog. I know where you live now. I have a vague strip of the world where I've geolocated you to. Same thing with you, Chief Weed Officer. You should be careful about what you're saying. Rat, same with you. I'm going to sell my information to large corporations for a mega million payout. If you have any unfinished business with the toll, please attend to it now. I would depart for the Hawthorne Hunt without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Belser's Wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at the top. Just read the text, bro. I'm sorry. I'll put the fries in the bag. You're American. You don't know anything outside your country. I know. Look at you. Waiting patiently. Couldn't join me early, though. I'm too elusive this time. Forget my information. Even if you sell me, I won't fetch more than 100 gil. No, I'm not selling you. I'm not trying to human traffic. I'm selling your information. You see, like, whenever you sign up for a service, here's an internet lesson for you all. Whenever you sign up for a free service, what they're doing is they're harvesting your data to sell to large corporations to do nefarious things with, like sell you targeted ads. And that's what I'm doing on a tiny scale. This is how all corporations and stuff works. You see, if anything, you need to listen to me about ads because I'm American, and if there's anything we do, it's obstructive business. So when I say something like that, you should probably listen. Like if I ever like talk about like healthcare, you know, you can be like, okay, whatever. He has no idea what he's talking about. But like annoying corporate structures, all right. It's my strong suit. I mean, look what happened to our government. Literally shut down. Nothing can be easy around here. Ah, Murney, there you are. Come. Amerisaic Spire awaits us. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise us of any of the developments of the wall. Fancy meeting you two here, where we were about to set forth. Indeed, I was to say, 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have any need of divine protection, and even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alfino, we'll have the griffin by the scruff on the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck, so which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter the negotiations. Trust me, Papalimo. I'll shake whatever needs shaken. The talking part I'll leave to you. Will I get ads from Yugiri and Ishtola? Sign me up. Sus. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but Ida doesn't know what she's talking about. It's okay. There are people that say things like that, and I get suspicious, and there are people who say things like that. It's like, that's just Ida, you know? I think I feel a headache coming down. Let's be on our way, shall we? And no, you will not get ads about Yugiri and Y'shtola, because I don't think American companies are typically trying to sell that. Usually they're trying to sell you, like, let's see, like, what's a common ad? Mobile games? They'll sell you mobile games. Now, maybe those mobile games will use ripped images of Y'shtola and Yugiri. Then you might get your wish. Roundabout, you know. But no, there's no direct order Y'shtola in America, as far as I understand. Some things never change. Well then, shall we make our way for the spire? Our alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. It must suck to be a Lalafell and have Alfino of all people talk down to you. Like, I like looking... Like, I'm not even tall, but I like looking down at Alfino. Makes me feel powerful and superior. Cannot imagine being 2 feet tall. I'm going on a vacation with my friends tonight. We're going to the beach? Oh, sick. Wait, isn't it 2 in the morning for you? Is that tonight as in, like, 5 in the morning, or tonight as in the next day? Whoa, it's this thing. You guys remember this thing? We fought this thing together. Way back when. How long ago was that? I only wish for the Dakimakura of the 2 of them. I'm pretty sure that that's a real thing that you can purchase today if you want to. Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume that you are here to speak with our commanding officers. Oh, speaking of weird things that happened, I was learning just out of like my own kind of out-of-pocket fun stuff. I was trying to learn some Blender modeling. So I like learned all the posing stuff with ripped models that I got illegally. Don't tell anybody. But I do know that you can get models from this game also questionably legally. Maybe there's some interesting stuff I could do. Don't worry about that. It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting development, is all I'm saying. Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume that you are here to speak with our commanding officers. You'll find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Who told you I don't already have it? Because you said I only wish for. You don't wish for things that you already got. Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see both of you well. I was hoping that you might turn up. I've dragged half of the watch here. See? Oh, it's Hilda. And the sight of you might be helping remind why we even bothered. If my memory serves, I've not seen many of you since the day of the grand melee. Having borne of the brunt of your blows, may I say it is an honor to stand by your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in the common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. You ever wonder how loud our stuff is? Like, do you ever wonder, like, when someone casts, like, Fire 2, how loud do you think that is? Like, you think you can hear that from, like, across the wall? You think, like, if you're just trying to get some, like, beauty sleep at, like, 12 p.m., but, like, this idiot, like, upstart kid is like, I just learned how to do Fire 2. I'm going to spam it all night while I practice, like, outside. Do you think that's, like, a real problem? So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. What's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Impossible. We gave no such order. Wait, how does he know this? Of course, the wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. We've been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this might be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporter to slip into Alamigo. He could incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Myrni, we must make for the wall at once. I can't sleep. Machinist practicing in the gun range. Yeah, guns are definitely going to make loud booms. What? Just the two of you? Our companions embarked on the mission to sway Griffin from his course and are likely halfway to the command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid skirmishing, we may yet be possible to reach the Griffin. And if we can do that... Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the science to safety? Ha! I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. Oh, wait, she's supposed to have a southern accent, isn't she? Looking at the price of Lego sets makes me feel poor. That's out of nowhere, but I 100% agree with you. We must prepare for the Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Sometimes I wonder if, like, when I was a kid and my parents would buy me Lego sets, if we were just, like, mortgaging my future. Like, when that happened. Because, like, those things are expensive. And we're talking, like, 10 years ago prices, not today. You know, pre-massive inflation. Taking out of the college fund? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's tough on them. I did have this Imperial Star Destroyer one, though, and we built it. I also broke it, but it was cool. It was, like, one of my favorite Lego sets. This guy walking around, looking all cool. I used to play with Legos when I was 8. Now okay. Thanks, Chief Food Officer. Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. You're the Federalist ship, I believe. Let this victory be the final step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. You know, if you play Fortnite today, you can still play with Legos. They're also extremely expensive. For some reason. Am I... Oh, my chair's not all the way up. Mods! Arrest this fool! Thank you, mods. I'm still... I still have my mod applications up, by the way. I need you all to send me your real name, your entire social security numbers, and relevant experience in the last 3 years. And maybe you can be my first mod. Your duties will be exactly one thing. Ban the people who say that they're selling Stream Boo ads or whatever they are. Stream view chat viewers. Dang, what do you need my social security for? Oh, to pay you, smiley face, right? Like, how am I supposed to pay you if I don't have your social security? How am I supposed to pay you if I don't have your social security number? Also, I love the commitment to the bit. This is good stuff. This is why Charlotte, I'm going to pay Charlotte to be my world filler, where it makes the world feel alive as I run around in empty worlds like this. Adds to the view, you know? Do you want the 4 numbers on the back of the debit card too? If you could give me the whole thing, that'd be better. From what Papalimo told me, the trail should lead us to the shadow of the wall. As we have 2 objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight ways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. And while I do, I must ask that you scale the wall. I know that it would not propose such a course if there were no other way, but for the subtlety is past. The time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path. Is this a dungeon? And once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste. And if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will swoop in and spirit us away to safety. I only pray that we'll have enough time. I was told that this is going to be like... I was told this is like 6 quick MSQs and I'll be out of here. Real name, Tazzy Lou. Social security number. Randomly generated number. Belser's Wall now available. I can write a better story than Dawn Trail in under 20 minutes. Well, I have a great story for you. It's join me on this adventure. Let me make sure this is good. Closest guess we got? I have a fun game. Why don't we all guess my social security and I'll tell you who's I'll tell you who's closest. It's not randomly generated. You should put it in a calculator and read it upside down. Oh, I see. I see what it is. What are you pouting about? All right, into Balser's Wall. What is that? 8, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 7? Nah, not that close. I can tell you're off by over 500,000. Sorry. 5, what is that? No. 333, 500 million, sorry. But how much? We'll have to find out. The 5-minute wait begins. It's giving call this number for a sweepstakes giveaway. Did you ever call those numbers? Have you ever bought anything from a television ad? I don't know if I can still do dungeons today. I might have spam duties like crazy. What do you mean? What were you doing? I need you need to save a dungeon for the most important thing, which is helping me get through the game. Leveling is insignificant. Getting through main story beats is important. Think of all the cool stuff I can do when I get to Stormblood. Like what's the number one Stormblood thing I can do? Like, do I get like cat ears or something? Is that Stormblood or Shadowbringers? Someone told me I get cat ears at that point, but it's gonna be a while. Eureka. Things to do in Stormblood to get out. Not what you want to hear when you're starting a new expansion. Opposite of what you want to hear. You can climb the tower? Raids and trials, I guess. Yeah, but I still have to do the Alexander raids in this game. You know? And the Hildebrand quest and the coils of Bahamut and fishing. I mean, I could do that all right now. All right, greatest fishing minigame in any game you've ever played. Go. I'll be honest, not too many games I play have fishing minigames. So since we're going to do this, I'll skip Sire Song C for the sake of my sanity. What is that? What is Sire Song C? Is that a raid? Is that a raid that has stolen your mind and you just can't? It was too traumatic the first time, and or the second and third. I was a huge fan of Stardew Valley fishing. Stardew Valley fishing's a good one. If you like hitting the reel button once and then completely missing a fish because you were just too zealous, that's a fun one. Wait, is there 2 dungeons between now and what's it called? Is there 2 dungeons between now and Stormblood? There's literally like 6 MSQ. How's that possible? There we go. Starview Valley pisses me off. I don't think any game has the tagline of not pissing you off more than Stardew Valley. Like, the game is ground up meant to be like chill. Like, there's not a lot of games I would say are like genuinely just feel good games more than Stardew Valley, especially like mainstream. Oh my goodness, a cat boy. How many cat boys have exist in this world? Are they awake? speed up. How far do you think? Never mind. I'm not even gonna ask. Ow. Charlotte, I'm taking damage. Aren't you supposed to be the #1 tank in this world? How could I possibly take damage? I know I'm like as green as a streamer as you can get, but like I can't imagine playing a game like Fortnite with like 20, 30, 40, 50 viewers, because like when I do a dungeon, I'm so like locked in and I feel bad every time I don't look at chat. But then it's like when you're playing Fortnite, I feel like you have to go like 1-2 minutes at a time without looking at chat, and there's nothing you can really do about it. Unless you really just want to like look bad on stream, but I never look bad on stream. It's important for me. I have an image to uphold. Hey. Bring back the glasses. You want them? I have them. They're right in front of me. Would it be surprising if I told you that I'm looking into getting contacts, because I've never had contacts? I think that'd be cool. Contacts scare you? Why? Is it the whole poking your eye thing? Magitech Predator. Okay. Not exactly what I like to hear. Eh. How does this work exactly? What am I supposed to do? I forgot how this works. I feel like I'm not doing this correctly, but it doesn't matter. What matters is we win. That's all that matters. If you sleep with contacts, yeah, stabbing my eyeballs. Yeah, that can definitely be... I can see why people would be a little upset about that. But then again, I've never really had them, so I don't know how bad it is. I've touched my eye before. Like, I've done it, like, just... I can't imagine it's, like, the worst thing in the world. Ow, ow. What is the lore way of defeating that? I feel like I'm just taking free damage. But it's a dungeon, so who cares? We can't lose. Oh no, it's happening again. Treasure. Filibuster. Oh god, this is a long dungeon. Oh. I was like, are we supposed to go this way? That'd be cool if we had to like... Are there dungeons in this game that have like ambient parkour and dungeon mechanics, or all the hazards like enemies? And I guess to like explain that, like, is there ever a point where like you have to run a pathway with like massive objects flying at you at Mach speed, and you get to watch like the other people who miss just get sent backwards at 100 miles per hour? I think that'd be pretty cool. Slay all the Imperial defenders. There's a treasure coffer here. There's a collaboration with Nier Automata in which you have to do the dodging of the near red balls and the robot attacks. Hold on. I don't know what they're called, but if you played, you will know. I know what you're talking about. Do you get to watch people fail miserably and watch as they die? Because that's the important part, in my opinion. It's like when we did the jumping puzzle and I was just watching people fall. In Shadowbringers, they do cool stuff like in dungeons and alliance raids. That's good to hear. I will say, I don't know how you all feel about this, but just as an outsider, like, I very rarely get, like, excited for the dungeon running parts of the dungeon, you know what I mean? Bosses are cool, and I think it's why I like Trials so much, because it's just the bosses. But, like, I feel like a lot of this is kind of just, like, I don't know if busy work's the right word, but, like, I never really feel anywhere near as threatened. You know what I mean? I mean, you could argue, like, half of the, like, the main way to beat these things is by quote-unquote cheesing it, right? Because everyone just kind of groups all the enemies together and AoEs them. Until you die from these trash mobs? Yeah, I'm sure on, like, harder, like, things. But even then, I don't know. Stormblood is when they start innovating on dungeons for better or worse. Oh, I love... There's nothing I love more than artistic, like, direction content. Even if it's absolute trash... If it's interesting, I'm down to play. I'm such a believer in like throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. So like if that's what they're gonna do in Stormblood, even if I'm gonna like leave, like I'm the guy who walks out of the theater and is like, that movie was terrible, with like a pure smile on my face. Ow. Okay, I clearly did something wrong there. Oh, I'm assuming when it says motion tracking activated that maybe I don't move. It's either that or I'm doing it the other way around. And I'm not really sure what. Whoa. I'm going to use my skills of viewing other people. Because if they don't move... Okay. I don't think I did that properly, is what happened. Ow. Please look forward to it in 2028. Wait, what are we talking about? Hold on. Let me kill this boss first so I don't look like a fool. And then we'll get back to it. I feel like that guy did not do that attack properly. I heard they will bring some drastic changes in mechanics soon as the game The game feels like it's kind of repetitive now. I read this in some online article, but the details are still unknown. That sounds like what people just say because it's like interesting and gets clicks. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're really gonna fix the dungeon experience. It's like a political clap moment where it's like, we're gonna get Americans back into jobs. Woo! You know, it's like that. It's like we're gonna go in there and fix the dungeons. Like, that's really what that feels like to me. No, it's for an interview with Yoshi P. Said it on record. Okay. I don't know the hierarchy of evidence for that stuff. Like, is what Yoshi P like? Has Yoshi P ever lied to us on interview? Like, has he ever gone, yeah, I'll look at the dungeons, and like 4 months later he hasn't said anything about them? Eh. My button. They've been saying that since 2019, and we eat it up. That's what I'm saying. I guess according to him, everything is new. Hold on, I think my chat is too far away from me. It's like to this side. Move it really fast. Delulu can be the solution sometimes, yeah. I believe in delusion, I really do. I've always been a big believer that you just believe in things until you don't believe in them anymore. It works out. I could rant about this for so long. Like you know the what's it called? What is that thing called? What is that? I'm literally blanking so hard. What is it called when like a pill doesn't have anything but it makes you feel better? You know what I'm talking about? Where like they do blank trials. What the heck is that called? I'm so stupid. Placebo! Yeah, placebo! Not vitamins. No, not vitamins. Vitamins work. They get you your vitamin C. I'll give you a glorious... Oh no, someone walked in! I have to watch this fight against this guy though. Not the vitamins. Is this... Yeah, I was gonna say it's Ilberd, right? Yeah. Not surprising, buddy. No one knows... Everyone knows who you are, buddy. I think my team is fighting without me. But I'm a DPS, so who matters? What the heck was that? He tried to AoE me while I was watching the cutscene. Hello, I'm here.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
How's this guy supposed to fight it? Didn't I fight this guy one-on-one like in the story? How's he gonna try and fight me and the boys? He's also really loud. Ow.
I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like this?
I might need assistance, I think. Ah, you're joking. I'm fine. I'm good. He thought he had the tricks on me. Yeah, can he stop with the speaking into my ear? Now he's moaning. Like, can we chill, Ilbert? Can we have a good fight for once instead of whatever this is? Stand back here. This is peak. It's a good fight. I'll be honest with you.
Sloppy.
Ah, the auto pull got me there. I don't know if you saw that. It's because I'm on the like. I hit the attack button and it pulled me forward. It's upsetting.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Sloppy. For Alamigo.
Can we kill him before he does this? I hate this thing.
I have you now.
There's too much stuff to keep track of on this attack.
Yeah. How'd you like this?
Okay, I was gonna say. Just do it, spam and pray. Just do it, spam and pray. No, I'm trying to learn. What happens when I have to do this dungeon on high level mode? My teammates need me. We did it. I'm gonna take my victory lap real quick. There we go. Imagine not being able to kill me. Me, out of all people. I don't even know what I'm doing.
You've beaten me, aye.
Only greater than the period is a bakery. What does that mean? You're just saying things again, Winter.
But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
No, I'm not. Trust. Are you saying like illegal codes in my stream? Do I have to ban you? Is your incoherent gibberish sign language to some foreign operation I'm not ready for? Also, I know we're like the warrior light and we're the good person, but can we like kill people that like continue to cause problems? Like this is the second time Ilbert has done us dirty. So like I think second times around is when we start, you know, really start shooting for the head.
We did it! We showed the bastards! Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
Every time I jump into Belser Wall, I'd mute my game. I thought you were in a fantasy world. Why are these 1670 looking firefighters?
This is for Alamigo.
What do you think people wear in the fantasy world? What? It's like a tabard. I meant who? I don't know regular stuff. That's fair. At least you're honest. Uh-oh. Look away, Winter. Our little imp dwarf friends are here.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
How'd they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Could you imagine being just an average soldier in a fantasy world? It must suck. You don't even get to look pretty when you die. Like you're just an average looking NPC. Look at this guy. Oh. I feel bad for him.
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
You think they made it, chat? You think those guys are okay? I think they're okay.
Gods help us. What were we thinking?
The Empire's too big. Too powerful.
Their steak is too juicy. Their lobster is too buttery.
Mighty Rolger. Grant us the strength to crush.
Okay, get on with it, buddy. You can only have your death spotlight for so long. Come on.
There you are. As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
Can we finally kill him? Like,
How wonderful
please.
to see you, Commander.
Illbird. I should have known.
Kill him.
This has to
Alfino,
end.
take him out.
It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat.
Bro made the Roblox face? I
Moment
missed
of my
it.
triumph so close at hand. You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
No, he's got puffy. He's puffed out. He's got like a black eye on his chin. Does that make any sense? Bruising? Is that the right word for it? Oh no, he's got the two eyeballs that I told us not to discard into the
Pope's
abyss.
Eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces.
Do you think politicians and generally important people, do you think they practice like their losing lines? Like, you think it's like, yo, if this campaign fails, like, you think Napoleon was like, yo, if the Duke of York gets me, I gotta figure out what to say, you know? Look at Discord really quick. Trust. I'm not gonna show it on stream, whatever you're gonna see, but oh, you're right. He did make the Roblox face. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it now. Good catch. The Duke of York? No, the Duke of York. That's all I'm saying. Like, do you think Napoleon's like, yo, if I'm captured and they send me off to exile onto an island, I gotta know what to say. I gotta have an impassioned speech before I go.
My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call.
Hold on, what's happening here? No. Fix yourself. There we go.
Take back our homeland. Free Al Amigo. Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
I'm telling you, can we just kill this guy now?
What exactly do
I don't want to
you
fight him
do?
a third time.
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal? You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power.
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself. He's
also got the Rembrandt lighting. I know that probably means nothing to you, but It's got that going on too.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will.
Get him, Ida! Please! Okay, never mind. He's quick with it.
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
Alright, let's see it, Illibird. Let's see what you can pull off, buddy. I like that shot. That's cool. Is he okay? I think he just... Illibird is a very weak man. I hate him. It's kind of harsh. He's trying his best. Monka S. The blood. It's storming.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do.
There is one thing.
There is another.
What? Hey, where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
You got it, Papa
But
Limo.
that's
We're all
impossible.
watching.
We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days.
Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Timtimati, of course. The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalimo. I know how that spell works.
My goat, Papa Limo. Papa Limo could never be my goat because every, 5 streams where he finally appears, I forget to say his name and everyone makes fun of me. And they spam the emote with Murney pointing at me and laughing, and it makes me feel bad. So if Papa Limo has to go, I think he's got to go, honestly. F's in the chat for the guy, but, he's got to go. When it's your time, it's your time.
It is time to leave.
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No, if you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here. Not like this.
Ida can't go because she's my blonde bestie, so. We already lost my other blonde bestie, so. I think Papa Limo, your time is up, buddy.
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
Do
This
it,
is
Papi
one battle
Limo.
You cannot fight. Away with you. Go!
I think I could defeat... Oh, nah, I'm sorry, Papa Limo, but There are people more important than... There's a hierarchy of importance in the Scions, and unfortunately, if there's anything that you were going to do for me besides making me look like an idiot, now is the time to show it. He's your black mage brother? I'm a bard. I play music. I play funny tunes for the entertainment of people in Limsa Lominsa.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I told you he will never be one of us. Are you talking about me? I love this speech. Oh, okay. Quiet down.
Bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida.
I felt so bad for him. You have no idea. It was the only death that really got me. He's a cool guy, but...
Let us see how good a student I truly was.
If I stayed, would Thank would have wrangled me back into the boat too? I think that'd be a pretty funny way to go. Oh, he blasts you? Oh, I mean, that's even better. My respect for him has just gone up. That's conviction. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every male's ultimate goal is to die for something noble like this. Like, if anything, he's just fulfilling his dream. Good for him. We all have this innate belonging. How you feeling, Ida? Yo, Ida's had it tough. Ida was close to like Moonbrita? Like, this is... She's had a bad run. Why didn't they let me stay? Papa Limo is my friend. I should have been there with him. Give him a squint. Give him a nod. Everyone else stay quiet. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Louisoix once wore that same look right before the end. Do you think I don't know that? I know, all right? I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Ilbert had caught us all off guard. Even Murney was powerless to stop him. Look, I tried to kill him, but I'm too much of a goody two-shoes to shoot someone to death, apparently. Even someone who tied me up at one point in time and threw me into the great chamber room in front of all my friends. Like, you think I would be a little more vengeance-seeking, a little more... Don't know what the word I'm looking for is. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise me that you will never forget what Papalimo strove to protect or the lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The other needs to know what happened here. What is this? Another brick orchestra roll. Okay, you can't do that here. There's nobody here to talk to, buddy. Doesn't work like that. Nobody look. The inventory's messy, but no one comment on it. Louisoix's finest student. It's plain that recent events have shaken Alfino to the core. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and appraise our companions of all of this. Pray make your way at once. I will send word to Ishtola and the others of our imminent return. Is this the last quest? I'm not sure. Isn't the last quest always like... Oh no, we already did Heavensward, right? We already did the quest named Heavensward. This is already the... Is this actually the last quest? We really... I thought we were like 6 off. For this patch. Oh. It would seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Then there is 356. Ah, I see my problem. It would seem you bring ill tidings, brother. That has 4 quests. Okay, that makes more sense. Behind the griffin's mask, we found a grinning face of an old adversary, Ilberd. I know not how, but he had possession of the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12, 7 hells. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's aether. Not one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I'm certain Papalymo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the doorsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I'm keeping his ARR voice forever. I hope you understand that. I have yet to be unable to explain how Ilbert came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind aspected Aether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Then mayhaps it was works of an Ascian, and now that no time for idle speculation. Kryle, I need of your assistance. Yes, of course. Ghosts of Yotai released today. I'm not planning on a stream, I'll tell you that. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primals trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some mite of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I'll certainly try my best. As shall I. Let's be about it then. Did you play Tsushima? No, I did not. My ad break is about to start. Goodbye, everybody. I will not speak for the next 90 seconds while my ads run. What without so much as a by your leave? Pray forgive Archon Ishtola her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of her will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth in her unseemingly haste. I too must commend with this grievous loss in my own way. By thy leave, Lady Alice, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exists writing which might further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Perhaps I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalymo's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilberd's accursed creations without delay. What time we have purchased a too dear price for us to squander it. You can still speak to me. I don't get ads. That's true. School's out forever. The obvious... Oh, it's Sid. Murney, I wish to tell you more, but the situation in the Shroud remains largely unchanged, meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before... Communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. School's out forever because both the master and student are dead. Aren't there, like, other pupils? You know? Word from Gridania, the council will shortly be reconvened. The alliance leaders have begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the matters of the primal, of course. As Ishtola last reported, the cocoon had yet hung above the wall, unchanged. You're the people, but you reject the Lala... You're the people, but you reject the Lala Fantasia. Never. Yes, the Elder Seedseer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain. I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to the proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suppose we leave the Rising Stones in Tataru's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Star stand. Who will teach if the master is dead? But that's been true for like years. I do have, speaking of Fantasias, I still have like 5 of them that I'm probably never going to use because I managed to craft perfection on my first try. I like the little sound flare.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Eh? Yes, you're in Eorzea.
Ah, a plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
He's just talking. I don't think the guy was thinking that. He's just talking. He's a yapper certified, 100%. Just like his height.
Though, it would perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
How come he gets sound effects? How come when I nod and do things, nothing happens? But he gets cool sound effects when he faints. Like, huh?
Right.
Is this the increased budget of Stormblood? Is this the next thing they're gonna add to the game?
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
Rion J, you sound weird. You sound like a normal human being. What happened to your voice? To Gridania. Go. Thank you, Silent Conjurer, as always. Bro is oomph for real, for real. I really don't think he follows you back, but that's okay. The gang's all here.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
Cardboard Girl 2.0?
According to our most recent
It's kinda rude.
intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
She does nothing and never did? Well, she invites us to tea parties at her place. I think that's kind of cool.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
She only logs into RP like everyone else in Gridania. Again, very rude. She's an important member of the community, like the RP people. You know how empty Limsa Limimsa's like...
Is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
I think RPers are an important part of the ecosystem. I truly believe that.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
I like how they zoomed in on me as if I ever have like valuable input.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
Oh my goodness, it's him.
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
See, she's an elite nodder like me. I think that counts for something.
Who is this man?
Gridania nerds only do RP all day?
Terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
I feel like we've really scratched an urge with the, or scratched a nerve. Hold on, I thought I heard something. Okay, we're good.
What do you want, Nero?
Nero's really got a kind of a Giga Chad face. Maybe not a Giga Chad face, but like he's got the cheekbones on fleek. You know what I mean?
Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega. Omega?
That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanow since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I am graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
I committed war crimes? Look.
Us to accept. You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Look, sometimes you need the people that commit the war crimes on your side. This is something the FBI and CIA will never tell you, but, you know, it helps to have them in your little circle.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years studying side by side at the academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame?
I like how I'm the only one who's like, yeah, I mean, that's what they're gonna do.
Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
Don't ask me. I'm not the politicker. Shrug emoji, nod emoji. That's all Murney can really do. But honestly, I'll keep an eye on him. You know, I'll watch him. I beat him up once. I can beat him up again if he does something crazy.
I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartano and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
Ooh, the other one. Not even on a first name basis yet. Not even on a title basis yet.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartano being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
My blade is yours.
She just looked at him dead in the eye when she said that. That was
Not a moment's
killer mentality.
hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
She's so hot. Chill, chill. Didn't Nero need a kiss right now? Sorry, I was out in the kitchen boiling water for my cup noodles. Did I hear you say you respect RP guys? Of course I respect RP guys. Do you know, have you noticed that when I talk to people in game, like if Charlotte's behind me where Alphino is and I say, like, Charlotte's a weird one, right? Like, you know I do that, right? Like, you know that my character is my physical embodiment and has to, like, face the people I'm talking to or else it doesn't feel right. I would totally kiss her. You take your words back? Wait, what happened? It's my wife, dude. I see what's happening. Never mind. That was a rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions, not of which is how Nero chanced to learn the council is meeting in the first place. That's a good question. Probably important, but again, I'm not the politic or I'm the killer. Whoa! Unforeseen gifts. Alphino is eager to join Sid and the others. Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to lag too far behind. Let us be off. I will share Ishtola with you. Let's keep the wife sharing outside of my chat room, please. Whatever that means. Bum 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 bum. Oh, that's another thing I do RP-wise. Just to, like, because we were talking about it. I also avoid other characters. Like, if I'm running through a crowd, someone's running at me, I'll walk away from them. It's only polite, after all. Where's new glam? There's no new glam. This is still the Heavensward outfit, even though it's not really well equipped for the cold, but... I like to run through them to show them who's boss. Incorrect. You'll never be a master RPer if you do that. Myrni, Alphino, ready to go? The others have stepped outside to the landing for a moment. Lest you wonder, Nero insisted they'd be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. And you let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of the man poking around in the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alphino. Your sister was adamant that he would never leave her sight. She and Yugiri are, well, here they are now. Right, I think that's everybody. Let's set course for Cartano. Might I ask we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observations before we proceed. It would seem wise to gain a clear understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan. If someone is in good clothes RPing, just stand inside them? No, I would never. I would never allow myself to ruin someone's RP. I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Hold your tongue. We want your opinion. We'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. All right. While Alphino speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona and we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. Mine apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Ishtola and the others forthwith and join you as soon as I am able. Myrni, pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I shall feel safer knowing that you are present to entertain our guest. Right, everyone heading to Mordona is welcome to travel abroad the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here and let her know when you're ready to leave. We can take turns and Saturday the three of them can rest. How does that sound to you? You guys are doing degenerate things in my chat room. I'm going to have to time you out for 5 minutes. You're traveling with Master Garland, miss. The Enterprise Excelsior is right this way. Okay, you said you liked RP. I don't like where this is going. Every time you set something up, Mad Dog, I get worried. Not quite a door-to-door service, but I couldn't exactly land her in the toll's main square. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stones then? Eating time now. Your noodles are done? I bet you think you're so cool. You can't possibly look cool. when your thing's going off your hat. Is that actually going off the hat, or is it only supposed to be half of it? I can't tell. It's hard to tell. Only takes 3 minutes for your noodles? That's crazy.
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight. It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
I'll
Get
let
'em.
you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation.
Get him, Tataru.
Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Ishtola and the others remained behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
By your leave!
Oh, here he is.
Good God, that voice could fell a gigas.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger. I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Yugiri, do you know this man?
Gosetsu, why are you come to Eorzea?
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly.
Seems like a good sort.
But now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
It is not so simple, Gosetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
You need to get the I can't emoji. I can't live without it.
It was our master who bid me guide our people
Same.
to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the Scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
I don't think he...
The
Never mind.
Empire! You, Giddy? You draw steel against the curse of Garlemald? Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
Oh, he doesn't get his sound effects anymore. We're not at Stormblood yet. The budget hasn't officially increased. Marnie, wait, could I speak with you for a moment? Of course, Todd, you always have my time. Do you remember when I had you meet me at the Diamond Forge and we ambushed you? Oh, my statue's done. Right? This is what this is? Well, once we had your measurements, I set work making you a traveling outfit in my... Oh, it's an outfit. I only just had this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here. You can try it on right now if you like. Was it an official costume change? You can't... there's not even an option. Uh-oh. We're looking pretty good. Assuming we measured correctly, it should fit you just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So, how does it feel? You're not just saying that, are you? I can't tell you how much this means to me. To have something crafted worthy of the Warrior of Light is... It's... Well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. I also sewed the blood pearl charm to, you know, bring you home. May it always protect you. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, the monocle can stay or go, but the rest of it looks pretty good. E-designs shine with rekindled determination. We have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's... I'm sure. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I'll feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well, I will remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Alphino, mayhaps you return to Gridania and assist Ishtola and Cryo. A fine suggestion. The rest of us will form the Cartano Expedition Party. Nero and I will focus on rousing Omega, while Murney, Ida, and our Doman friends will take care of security. Also, getting rid of the monocle will stop Rat from calling me a nerd, so I think it does double duty, really. The Excelsior is just by the lake outside of town. We'll leave as soon as everyone's ready. I haven't been on my mouth this entire time, so here we go. Bum 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 bum. Wait, what is this? There's a fight? Oh my goodness. We haven't far to go. With any luck, I will be in Cartano before Gotsetsu graces the deck with his... whatever. Once there, however, we best be on our guard given that Royo, something like that, was still active when Omega was discovered. We can be sure that the Empire has long been aware of its existence, and if Nero deemed an obvious solution to the threat he posed by this new primal, it is not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready, and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Let's do it. Look at the hair physics. Excellent.
Now, where was that? Ah. I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
As you promised me, I can skip Sire Song C. Is that this? Is that what this is? Is this a trial? Is that what this? Are you trying to shirk your duty? How convenient. You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes.
No. Oh, is that later? Is that like a raid or something?
But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland. Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it? It's like all my name days have come at once.
Of all the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
If it was just a trial, I would 100% sign for it.
Tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
All right, speed up some here. Ooh, Ida and Yugiri and my new Gotetsu friend.
I'm Gosetsu, samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of opponent this day.
I must show off my samurai class to all the Final Fantasy players. It is my sworn duty. I said they should have done this with Estinian and Dragoons, but here we are doing with Samurai, so I guess it worked out. Alright, buddy, old pal. Let's see what you got. Wait, he has no Goonies? Where? It's just him. Get him, big fella. No?
No holding back.
Why can't I have cool hammers too? I hate SE. Oh, he's skedaddling. Look at him run.
No retreat. No surrender.
Like he's moving.
I have you.
It's all over now.
Here they come. Everyone pile in for me, please, before I start spamming my area of effect abilities. Thank you. I don't know what he just did, but I dodged it.
Tis my right to strike.
The speed up run is so funny.
You watching, Papalimo?
How many soldiers does he bring with him? Surrender! We have you outnumbered! Wouldn't be the first time. Hold on, let me get this call real quick. Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back. Oh snap, is this another on-rail shooter segment? I love these. Behold the Red Baron, now end this nonsense. That was a good look. What the? No one told they'd have Magitech armor. Forward, for the Empire. The honor is cursed to abandon his men. I shall see that he shares his fate. Pray attend to the rest of his minions. He's gonna have a very strong Japanese accent for the rest of every time I talk for him. Just putting that out there. Alright, let's look at these abilities. Magitech Cannon does this. What does this do? That's just... do that? Ooh, sorry for that one, buddy.
Your defense is lacking.
That's just okay. Was this the one that I can pilot outside of, like... Is this the one I can pilot outside of, like, duty? Is this the one I can just shoot at people who are passing by?
It's all over now. An opening.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
So you got a new name, Henry or something? When the next dungeon comes, you should do a pull. Will Murray not get hit by dodgeable mechanics? Well, that's free money. Do you understand how many mechanics I get hit by on a dungeon run? Like we just have to be real for once.
No holding back.
Blast him.
Leave this to me.
She got a new name, Henry or something. Maggie Biko. What are we? Again, people are just saying weird things in my chat again.
This one'll sting.
You know what? If there's anything I'm honest about here, I'm surprised no one has ever tried to get me with like a D's nuts joke yet. Like it's kind of impressive that no one has done anything like that. Like, I'm surprised no one's been like, "Hey Taz, did you see that they added a new dungeon like the Ride-On Hole or something?" And I'd be like, "Ride-On Hole?" Like, ha ha ha. Oh my goodness. Man woke up and just hit me.
With soul and steel.
Did you hear that they added a... It's actually pronounced Uranus, believe it or not. It's a little scientific fact.
An opening.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
You haven't seen the last of me, mark my words, it'll be you who rules this day, and he skedaddles off. Can I level with you about... Bro wants us to sound like the TikTok kids. I want to level with you. When I first started this game, I really wanted to send a picture to somebody, like who was talking with me, and be like, "What is this? Like, does anyone know where I can find this monster?" And it would be a mind goblin. And I was gonna make like a fake like Wikipedia page for it and everything. It was gonna be the clip of all clips. Now, if you want to call me a TikTok kid for that idea, that's fine. But know that it was in my head at some point.
Systems operational. Garland? All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously.
Sometimes you are too dedicated just to troll someone. It's called having hobbies. You should try it sometime.
Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
I'm worried about you. Thank you. I enjoy the concern.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
Is there any other way?
I suppose not. All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
I don't like the way you said that, buddy.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
Time to pog? Whoa, full on cutscene. Why is the music so loud? Yo, why is this cutscene so loud? Uh-oh. Got water on my machinery. Is this where all the budget went into? New cutscenes? %, cutscenes, 60% Soken? What is Soken? I'm letting you, what's it called? If you just cut out... All I'm seeing is like... All I'm seeing is that I could have won this fight against this Primal. At this point, I've been hit by so many dodgeable mechanics that my body has grown a high level of resilience to them, and I should be able to survive these beams and stuff. They just blew up the planet? I'd dodge it. Well, where are we right now, huh? You think I'm tapping out just because they blew up the planet? No, I'm still standing.
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
Can I get Aether tattoos with my friends too? Just disable a war machine in the middle of nowhere. What can possibly go wrong? That's what I said when that's what I said when we threw the eyes into the abyss in the middle of nowhere. It's like, you know, someone can go into there and pluck the eyeballs. I'm not sure why we lost contact with Omega, but I mean to find out. Let's be on our way. One moment whoa, the lights just went up. One moment everything was functioning perfectly, and next it wasn't. Makes no sense. We need to see what happened to ourselves. 2 orchestrion scrolls. Anyone want to get a Aether tattoo with me? That dissipates with when one of us passes away. Words can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurtling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. I have to see it with my own eyes. Wait, Ida! We must... the Elder Seed Seer is expecting us. Worry not, Alfino. Go to Setsu and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. My abyss, the abyss is untouchable by anything alive. They just didn't count on the Asians. Yeah, have you ever thought that maybe they're like the guys were fighting like the big war, the big bad, you know? You might want to count them first, even. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste for the Lotus Stand. What is this? Who is... Cosmos Exploration Fana Base Expansion Fate XX41? In the shout chat? What does that even mean? People just say things, you know what I mean? People just say things in the chat sometimes. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to. Oh my goodness, look at all the friendly people. That's not correct. Does it not work if it's in caps lock? That's weird. Or am I just blind again? No, it is. You don't like Gridania? What's wrong with Gridania? They aren't even RPing, they're just hanging out. Like, could you loosen up a bit? Like, could we be like, could we have some fun and whimsy in our lives for once? Bro, our friend just died. Yeah, not them. They're standing on the Gridanian things having fun. I'm talking about Charlotte. My friends, fully eager have we awaited your return. Few indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. You are too kind, Elder Seedseer. As I recall, we as good as demanded the right to try. But tell me, how did the battle unfold? We succeeded in waking Omega, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. What words could do justice to such a scene? None of my choosing, that much is certain. But I give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its midst arose a great dragon. The pair duly set about each other in the skies over Albania. The primal might have defied belief. It seemed the very heavens could rent asunder by the force of its blows. As it wielded such magics I have never seen, and I hope to never see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight, but until both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fell motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere on Alamigan soil. I will not speak of the rest, but to the eye it seemed that it had landed a fatal blow on the other. Can you read something in Trump voice? I don't have a good Trump impression. While most among us could think of Bahamut when looking upon the primal's form, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. It would appear that the thing resembled a feature of the far eastern land, and it found it very convenient to refer to it as such. The Shinryu's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have, alas, no eyes on the Gur-Albanian side of the border. Which is why we have sent our main force under the command of Marshal Tarapin to capture the wall. With the Imperials in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridanian border and assess the aftermath of the impact. I will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. I'll wager that flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis system, so even if it has fallen into the Empire's lap, it will be no use of them, say perhaps a statue. Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions, even if they managed it all. The way she stands, she looks like a angry toddler. Such reassurances do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is one but of several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the resistance representatives in Gur-Albania, though Ilbert has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance given the inevitability of imperial retaliation, and by working in concert it is not impossible that Alamigo might finally be wrestled from Garlemald's grasp. You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest we retire directly to the Rising Stones, but I wonder if we might take a small detour first. Ishtol and the others have gathered at Amasrixax's spire, and I wonder how that you, too, would be interested to see what has become of the wall now that the cocoon is gone. It is decided? Then, lead on. Hold on, let me talk to my buddies first. I haven't seen Merlewib in 800 years. How you doing, fella? When the primal emerged, it was for an instant transported back to Cartano. In the moment the black worm made it the 8th hell battlefield. Glad that I would take the rest of my life without seeing such a sight again. Alright, that's enough of that. Back to the spire.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
Surely like a rogue hyper beam like slashed through the earth at one point, just killed a bunch of people.
Ilberd's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by Omega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She's up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhap she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Dang, Myrnie's devastated. Oh, face reveal? Hair reveal?
Ida, there is no need to explain.
Oh, Y'shtola doesn't see this. She's completely blind. Unless removing her hat gave her more etheric energy, I don't think she saw anything.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old.
You? I hate you? Wait, what are you talking about here? You don't like Ida? What's wrong with Ida?
My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too. And I never saw him again. After that,
Hold on.
I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Sharlayan.
There we go. Fixed it before anyone could say anything about it.
that was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became
You should mention it because the amount of times I actually check what I look like on stream is like once every 20 minutes.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
Oh, clocked her.
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know.
I thought it was an artistic decision. Well, I'm very avant-garde, but I think that would even be a little too much for me.
Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Why did you never tell me? Wow, that is not reading the room properly. Murney, let's do our normal thing and not say anything. There you go. See? Keep your eyes down.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise.
Lise.
When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it.
Oh yeah, now you know who L is. Oh yeah.
What I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
You said that this is your least favorite character, right? Awesome. Good to know.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
Now that the hot potato was sacrificed, we have a hot mommy to sell the video game. To sell the video game? I feel like they're... Hold on.
But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
I feel like they have enough hot mommies to sell the game, you know what I mean? Like, you can even make yourself one if you really wanted to.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
It was brave of Lise to remove her... Lise? It's Lise, right? To remove her mask after so long. Though she has scarce begun to come to terms with Papalimo's loss, the one act has made her plain determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, she will be there to support her on this road she is resolved to walk. I'm telling you right now, next stream when I see her name again, I'm going to say Lise. You got a Fantasia now? She looks just like you? Okay, that's not even true. We don't even look that similar. I am much more refined and exquisite Use Fantasia and become a Lalafell. I would have expected that from everyone, but except for you, Rat. I'll be honest. Whoa, there it is. We did it. The second credit roll. Like, it's not as exciting the second time. I'm going to be honest with you. Do I even have to watch this? I already watched this the first time I completed the credit screen of Heavensward. Like, huh? I already listened to the song too, so it's like... So I'm assuming I don't start this one, right? Is this doable, or are we technically in Stormblood? Finish it? Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. This is the finish quest. You're right. You may have mentioned, but Alfino has been apprised me of all that I came to pass in Gridania. Your only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lise has chosen her path, and as her friend, we will do what we can to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Gurabania, we will have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say that the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those whom might conceivably save, whom one might conceivably save, is not wisdom, but indolence. Indolence? Correct. For one, look forward to joining hands with the Alamegans and strike a blow against the tyranny of the Empire, as I rather suspect. Do you? That's a Louis Swa quote. Yeah, I wasn't taught by him. Ah, to the front, men! Never mind. They're not fighting. They're just running around. Quick march! The Imperials will come soon to their senses. We must be ready to face the retribution. It is almost time, Father. Aye. Almost. Stand firm, Pippin. I learned to brace myself against the charge of the Bull of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me. I am undisplaceable. Well, very well, Ilbert. I will take back our homeland. We'll take our homeland back. For the both of us. Ba, ba, ba. What is this? They've got birds everywhere. It's a new place. My goat? You can't say... Well, actually, I think that was a different person who said my goat earlier. Never mind. You're right. Say it again. My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary report. Balsor's war has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. The hunt for the Omega has been, and the unknown icon continues, though both elude us. My lord, their battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert some of our forces to search the undertake, from the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? My lord? Forgive me, my lord. I did not intend... Your will be done. Unknown. Your spies tell me that the Domans call it Shinru, and that it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. Alright, question for you. For all you Sigma males in the audience. crossed legs, is that a move? Is that a mood? If you sat on a throne, like straight up crossed-legged, is that a power move or? At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to eastern skies, behold their crimson hue. A dawn of liberation, a gathering storm of blood. And just like that, a new chapter of New Game Plus has been released. Of course, that's what I was looking for this whole time. I didn't even want to do the next DLC or expansion. And so from there, we are now bound to not continue the story. If the Sigma Leon do that, who are we to say otherwise? I guess, well, now we can do the raid. Heard you. I'm telling you today, when the next stream starts, it's going to be Murney leaned up against the wall. It's going to zoom in. It's going to be, hey, heard you wanted some Stormblood. Well, I mean, now we're kind of stuck here because I think that more or less runs the end of the line because I can't continue. Hello? There we go. The button wasn't working for some reason. Do you know what? I'm missing my mother? Where's mother? What happened? You're a cat, aren't you? Didn't your mother abandon you in the litter like years ago? I'm gonna start treating every like Final Fantasy race as if they were actually like the animal that they come from. It'll be very subtle, but I will slowly build the case for Here supremacy. Trailer time, wowza. I was told not to watch it until next time, but we're watching it today. My giant pink bunny girl. And then we get a Stormy Blood outfit. What is this Stormy Blood outfit? Oh, we have to make one? Well, let's go watch the trailer. There's nothing the trailer can possibly have, right? We're gonna watch the trailer. I can watch it from the title screen, right? Whoa! Wait. Behold the music. I will be like the most. Whenever we do cutscenes, I'm the most like stone-faced person. Like I don't react. I don't say anything. I just watch the cutscenes. But when music goes on, I'm vibing. You know. Like when I hear that Final Fantasy like prelude music, the little, what's it called? Harp run. Ah, wait. It's the trailer. Shut up. Everyone quiet. Shh. No one say anything. Music's good as always. No question about that. I was never worried. Aura farming people, of course. Ooh, we got the Chinese wushu vibes. Is that what I'm feeling? Is this Chinese inspired? Are we aura farming today? Is that what's going on here? It's mommy inspired. Okay, that's most expansion packs in Final Fantasy. Strike a stance. You need to have a monk now? Sorry, there's like 4 classes on the waiting list. I'm digging the war drums though. Okay, this is way too like wushu pilled, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm kind of digging it. Hope you like China and Japan. Honestly, China, super underrated. I know everyone loves Japan, and I do too. But China is like... Chinese fantasy is genuinely so peak. It's so good. If this is what's going to happen in Stormblood, I'm way more excited than when before I started this trailer. Ooh... It's the Chinese version of it. On like that like string instrument or whatever it's called. I love that thing. And now we're in Japan. Whoa! I actually understand the cultural drawstrings. I don't have to pretend like I know what's going on in France anymore. Uh-oh, there's a Chinese man in my fantasy Japan. Kill him! Guns? Well, I guess they had those. That's fair. Oh, it's him! Masayoshi Soken. That's the guy we're talking about. Dang, he got him in one strike like a true samurai blade. Even got the sheath right. Wait, who is that though? Because that's clearly not John Fantasy, right? Sorry, John Final Fantasy. That's his full name. Whoa, 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 wait! Oh my goodness, my brain! My brain! I've seen this place before. It's all coming back to me. I've seen this place before. This is gonna sound stupid. I visited this place. This was like a 500 gigabyte map on VR chat. I've checked it out. Neither of us had played this game before. We just thought it looked cool. I'm not even joking. I walked these entire streets. Like, it was like perfectly mapped and everything. I'm hyped. I don't think... I'll be honest. I'm very hyped. I really am. I did not expect to be... There was like personal connections. The music was hot. There was like aura farming guys fighting on my screen, teleporting around, good old Chinese sword fantasy stuff, and Japan to boot. Like, what's there not to like? Come on. Come on, chat. The cities and fights are the best parts. The zones are eh. That's fair. I'm excited though. Should we work on the fit? Is that something we should do? Or should I wake up on Saturday and unveil it when I zoom out of... when I start the stream and zoom out slowly, like I always do. But I'm excited. I really think Fantasy China is like so underrated. It's so... The Chinese were so stupid. Like, you ever see... Do you guys know like the memes that are like... Get the lease fit from the Squex shop, from the Square Enix shop. Sorry, can we call it by its real name? The Mog store? So you can mog your fellow players? I'll miss this place. until I get a home in fantasy Japan and China. Now yell in chat that you beat Heavensward. No, because some of these people are in A Realm Reborn and they're going to be like, what's a Heavensward? And then I'm going to have to explain it to them. It's going to be really awkward. I don't want to do that. You're still looking for your mommy? Ooh, that looked terrible. Ooh, that wasn't it. You're looking for your big pink bunny mommy? I feel you. Bro really forgot. Do you think I forgot about Hannah? Like, what? What do you mean? Hannah was featured in the very first short I ever produced about this game. It's lore, even. This is a fun one, too. She's my mother? I did not know that about you. Aren't you the mother of another one of my friends? How did I get to know? Okay, I feel like I've really skipped the family tree line here. So supposedly it goes Hannah, and then you, and then Hibiki. I didn't know this, but now it kind of makes sense because you all like pink, so it kind of makes sense. It must be a genetic thing. It's in the genes somewhere. Either way, I think with that, we'll settle down for Saturday when we walk through the streets of Shanghai / Kyoto, whichever one comes first, and we will meet the samurai. Is samurai a cool class? Should I learn it, or should I spend more time getting my black mage actually leveled so I can wear cool hats? I just want the cool hat, you know what I mean? I forced that person to walk. I don't know if you saw that. I just love Reaper a bit more. Okay. Well, if there's no other objections, I'll see as many of you not named Mad Dog on Saturday, because Mad Dog is doing real life obligations, which is lame as hell, but that's okay. Only so much can be done. Have you seen the video that I sent you? Which one are you talking about? Oh, the Midlander experience? I haven't watched it yet, no. I was debating whether I wanted to watch it, but to be honest, I haven't even, like, vetted it at all, so... Well, that person just came back from the dead. But yeah. I'll see you guys all on Saturday. Now you can watch the Heavensward spoiler videos too. Yep. More stuff to explore. But yeah, I have quite a little bit of work to do between now and Saturday, so get things caught up. Now you can go do your leveling dailies like you were planning on doing. And I have to get a new outfit. Even though, I'm going to be honest with you, I really like this one. I think I cooked way too hard when I made this. And the problem with cooking too hard is you can only go downhill. Need to finish my Dragoon. You're a gooner. That's what you are. Like, I'm fully aware that the next outfit I come up with is going to be inferior to this one, but that is the risk we take when we become artists. One day you will make your magnum opus, and when you make your magnum opus, you can only go downhill from there. Okay. I'll see you later, Charlotte. And you too, Rat. And not Rat. You're also Rat. You too, Mad Dog. And everybody else. See you guys on Saturday.